Hi, my name is Wenley and welcome to this new series of videos called Gesture Drawing Critique. And today we're going to look at Patricia's drawings. A couple of gesture drawings that I received from Patricia to give feedback on. So let's get started. Lower the opacity. And by the way, I bought myself a new monitor yesterday, so now I've got a lot of plenty of space to draw on my screen, which is really good actually. Something I should have done a long time ago, I've realized. Okay, so in looking at these gesture drawings, overall they are pretty good. Good line quality, good sense of proportion, uh, good sense of clarity overall in terms of what is happening. Let me see, let's look at this one. There is a very clear leading edge, meaning that this is the, when I look at the drawing I can see that this part of the body is leading the action, so that's definitely good. It gives the drawing a clear motivation, a clear intention for the action. um, Let me see. The first thing that I noticed are a lack of fluidity in the legs of this figure, and that is primarily due to a lack of rhythm. When it comes to rhythm, something important to keep in mind is that rhythm is not a technique or a style. Rhythm is a principle of design, and the design of the human body is based on rhythm. So if you want your figures to be fluid, you can't get around rhythm, because again the design of the human body is based on it. So it's definitely something uh, that you need to look for if you want your figures to be fluid and connected overall. And when I look at this leg especially, there is a sense of disconnect. What would be happening here? Let me start from the torso here. We've got a curve here. Let's quickly block this in. The hip. See, this where the weight is, so this would be higher. Crotch area. Okay, so I have my first curve of rhythm at the torso. The question is, how does it connect to the rest of the body? So it would go from here to here, most likely. Outside of the thigh, the inside of the knee, then the outside of the calf, then into the foot. So what you let me take a look at the leg you had here. What was lacking is really a clear path of rhythm through the leg. So what we have is a curve on the outside of the thigh, at the inside of the knee, then the outside of the calf. This is how the leg is functioning basically, in a front view. And when it comes to the other leg, let me see. Again, outside of the thigh, inside of the knee, outside of the calf. Then it flows into the back of the foot there, top of the foot. So again, notice the pattern of the pad of rhythm through the leg, and immediately it gives a sense of fluidity because it's leading your eye from here to here to here to here under the top of the foot, and then it's shooting out. It's shooting out this way. So very important to remember. The leg is an area that I see a lot of artists struggle with, and it is because of a lack of rhythm in most cases. When it comes to the leg, there are basically three, um, actually two patterns that occur. When you look at a leg in front view, you would have this. So the outside of the thigh, inside of the knee, outside of the calf, and then it would go into the foot. So this would be a leg in front view, the hip area there. The leg would connect. So this is the front view. And then you have the three-quarter view, which has the same pattern basically. Would have the kneecap here, toes there. So this is when we are looking at the leg from a three-quarter view, from this position. Then we would have the same pattern of rhythm as the front view. This, and then we have a side view, and then we have an S curve. Top of the foot, back of the foot. You would have the knee. Okay, so notice that in the side view we have this S curve occurring. And most of the time where things go wrong is that artists tend to put this S curve in the three-quarter view, and then the leg looks off. It looks odd because that is not how the leg would function from the view that they're drawing it from. So definitely something to pay attention to look for the right pad of rhythm that is happening in the leg in the different views. Okay, so in the front view and the three-quarter is the front, and three-quarter you have three curves essentially, and in the side view you would have two curves. Okay, so let's get back to the drawing here. Let me see. Yeah, the torso works pretty well. I would, however, make an effort to connect the neck and head better to the torso. Right now, that there is like a little disconnect in this area. So we have a curve of rhythm coming here. Energy is thus flowing through here. Then where does it go next? Most likely this is what would happen. See, so I look for the pit of the neck, and then I look how the neck and head connect from that position. So we would have ear there, then I would build the neck. Now it's connected to the torso. It doesn't feel like it's just floating around on its own. And then how does the shoulder and arms connect to the rest of the body? Think energy will be flowing from here to here, the shoulder through the arms, and you would have the hand there. And the same goes for the other side. See. Yeah. So really look for connections, for connectivity. Does one uh, how does one body part flow into the next? And use the principle of rhythm to help you do that. And as I said in a previous video, remember that rhythm in the context of the human body occurs in an alternating pattern of C curves like this. So this is really the pattern that you should be looking for. It's really that simple. It takes out a lot of the guesswork, I found, if you just focus on finding the path of rhythm through the figure, and then you can use it to build the shapes and masses on top. As you can see, it's pretty simple to start with, and once you have the path of rhythm, you can say, okay, let me come in here and start putting more of the anatomy. Maybe this rib cage is sticking out. You can put in the clavicles. The center line. Mm, yeah, so you can just continue building on top of that. Mm, let me see. Here the same. I would say this. Do the same thing. Look for how the shoulders and arms connect to the upper torso, because the connectivity is lost around here. So you've got a clear sense of rhythm from here to here. Again, let's see, I think it would most likely be the outside of the calf, inside of the knee, and the outside of the thigh, I mean inside of the knee and outside of the calf. And then you would have the foot there. Mm, yeah, when I come in this area, there's a lack of connection. So I would look for the relationship between the front of the torso and the arm. Okay, how does one flow rhythmically into the other? she's doing something with her arm here. And the same goes for this. How does it all flow together? Again, I would look for the pit of the neck and use it to connect the neck and the head rhythmically to the torso. Now there's a connection. It flows from here to here, and all of a sudden it looks more unified. Then you can build on top of it. So basically, I would say um, look more for rhythm. Use rhythm to help you connect the parts of the figure more fluidly one to another. And again, rhythm is not a style, it's not a technique, it's simply a design principle. I mean, this is just an abstraction of what is happening in the human body, and once you have the abstraction laid down, you can do a number of things. You can decide it. You can decide to use it as a style. Maybe you want to keep the figure this simple, or you can just continue to build um, the shapes and forms on top and end up with a very realistic drawing, actually. So from there, it's really a matter of choice and artistic preference. So yeah, Photoshop is lagging again. Mm, Let me see. So really, I think the next step for you to take your drawings to the next level is to look more for rhythm. Here, for example, it's the same. You've got a nice sense of rhythm in the torso. Here, I like that you got that moment here, this pinch, because of the weight that is put on this leg. Goes here, and here we have a three-quarter view of the leg. So outside of the thigh, the inside of the knee, and outside of the calf. See, I apply rhythm, and immediately the leg is much more fluid, and it looks more connected to the rest of the body. From here, it's more relaxed. Oh yeah, this is what I was going to say. So I would look for how the shoulder and the arm connects to the torso, and for that I like to use the shoulder blade actually. So I would look for how the shoulder blade connects to the front of the torso, and then how the arm floats out of that, like this. So all of a sudden this area is much more fluid. And look how the other arm connects to it. I don't have the reference for this one, of course, so I'm just doing an educated guess here as to what would be happening. Center line for what is Photoshop doing? So we would have the center line here for the torso. And I also would look for a better connection of the neck and head, actually. How does everything flow together? So the keyword really here is rhythm. Rhythm. That's the thing you want to be looking for. So yeah, again, overall, very good drawings, good line quality, proportion, sense of form and structure. Um, so definitely look more for rhythm in the figure and use rhythm to help you connect the the different parts of the figure into a unified whole. And put down lines that really communicate to the viewer what is happening. Let things flow fluidly from one from one part to the other. If you just give yourself the freedom to draw rhythmically and capture what is really happening. Again, I would look for the connection of the head and neck to the torso. So yeah, I hope this will help you to improve your gesture drawings, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.